My name is Caroline Marvin. I am the Director of Instruction in the Psychology Department. The course I'm teaching is Mind, Brain, and Behavior. It's a large introductory lecture course. So some students, they've already worked in a neuroscience lab, they know that they want to be neuroscience majors. Other students are coming in looking to fulfill the science requirement. And so for them, they maybe don't have a lot of experience, not a lot of background at all in neuroscience, and sort of starting from scratch. And so trying to figure out a way to create a meaningful educational experience for both of those groups and for everyone in between, which is the big chunk of the course, was one of the main challenges. One of the ways, particularly to approach this challenge of students coming in with different background knowledge in the subject area, was to put some of that online. And the idea behind that is that students who were fairly comfortable with, say, the visual system could just kind of breeze through that video and answer some questions and be done. Students who were encountering this material for the first time, which can be really detailed and a little bit difficult, they could watch our videos and review that content, explore that content as often as they needed to really feel comfortable before coming to class. And so then once students got to class, we could really expand on what the videos talked about. We could expand on that content, knowing that all the students were coming in with the same level of background knowledge. I see really pretty stark differences in the course as compared to when I taught it last year without this redesign. So I'm seeing that students really seem to understand the material in a deeper way. We can kind of do more in class in applying the material and thinking about sort of bigger questions related to the field of neuroscience that we weren't really able to do last year. I'm seeing that student questions are showing this sort of deeper understanding of that material. Performance on exams has been significantly better than it was last semester. I had a teaching assistant and she said, "It seems like this year you're going more slowly, but students are learning more." And I kind of feel like that encapsulates what it feels like right now, where it feels like we have the time and the space to really talk about issues and really go deeper into them. You know, it can seem like a somewhat daunting task to sort of create all these videos and to redesign the whole sort of typical format. So I would say you can start off small, you know, so you can start with kind of a pilot program where you make a few videos, and I would imagine that once you make a few, you realize how beneficial that is and how much that helps your in-classroom time, that you'd end up wanting to make more. I got the benefit to work with a CTL designer really closely, and really that was the most important part of the process. I think that kind of collaboration and sort of back and forth, getting not just the technological support, but the support in terms of pedagogy and sort of decisions about how are we going to assess student learning, things like that.